show. I just started my Slim for Life journey, and you can join me. Can you imagine losing 15% of your body fat? Slim for Life has made it possible and affordable by partnering with a prestigious compound pharmacy, so you can take advantage of the new 7 Blue type medications that all the celebrities are taking for only $99 this month.
Looks like it's about here. This is the main entrance to the fairgrounds this morning.
With these life-changing new medications, the safest and most effective approach to achieving sustainable weight loss. It's time to look better and feel better, improve your health, and have tons of energy. Now you can join the other 100,000 clients in Kansas City that said, I did it. I'm Slim.
It's like another year.
Call 833-SLIM today to start your 7 Blue type meds for only $99 this month. Or visit slim4life.com. And when you schedule your free consultation, you could your defending Super Bowl champions play on August 26th. Tell them you heard about Slim for Life from Jen and Casey 1021.
This month, everyone's headed back to school. Been busy buying new notebooks, backpacks, and lunchboxes. I've been coming up with a plan to help you buy a ride that's too cool.
That stand's just been set up.
Jeremy Franklin from Jeremy Franklin Automotive. And I've got your
Oh, it's all here.
in the car line.
The
Right
carnival
now,
is here and everything.
For just $9
Oh
down.
my God.
That's $9. So don't sit in the car line.
Yeah, it's all here.
You hate. Ditch your old ride. Drive a
Ferris
new one
wheels
for just
up.
$9 down. You can drive a 2023 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport for just $389 per month.
Out at the fair this morning and looking at the farm equipment. It's about here. It's amazing how all this can come into play. I was just out here last week, and all this where the farm equipment stuff is not even here yet. And here now we've got everything. Boy, they have got a display this year. Really cool. Boy, they've got some new equipment. This is all John Deere. Look at that front. Look at the gearing on that. That looks military on the front, doesn't it? Boy. Yeah, I'd like to, if I had what that cost, I'd be able to go out of semi-retirement into full retirement and go to the lake every day and do things other people do. Well, I got to say this though, they have got some nice equipment in this farm equipment now. These things are getting popular. I tell you what's getting me on this stuff is the pure size of it compared to what it used to be. And it's always been big, bulky stuff, but boy, these things are monstrosities. And I bet this rig here is I bet that rig sitting there is $500,000. I don't see how the farmer, that's the only thing. Boy, that's a nice rig, but that's the only thing. I don't see how the farmers are going to be able to afford it. Even the ones that are well-to-do and, like Barn Into It, that's got big established, farms and stuff. There's something cool. I've never seen this before. See what it is. It looks like a mini semi. In today's world, there's no telling what that is. Manitou. It's some kind of puller or something. Yeah, everybody else will know what that is, but not me. That is something. Loaders. I've never heard of Manitou before. It looks like they're pretty good equipment. Yeah. Boy, this is amazing how this completely, turns to life. Just last week, there wasn't anything in here. Take a look at these over here. Here's some old farmalls. Or Alice Chalmers, and an old farmall. This probably belongs to an implement dealer or something. That's cool. They've got just a little tent for these. And I'd say these are worth a little money. I don't know how much. Look at that. You can see the battery sitting right up in front of that. This is an oldie here. Yeah. And I'll tell you, we're lucky to be able to tour this morning. It doesn't look like it, but there's a ton of people out here. And I try to slip in here with this camera where I don't look like out of the place. I'll say out of place. This is really interesting. And if you look over here, you can see a shot of the Ferris wheel, which is now up from the carnival. Boy, you know, some of this is awing. This farm equipment. It's just awing at what they got now. It's amazing. I don't know what you'd even call this. Here's another one called Fended. Never heard of that. That's got like I like how they style them, like to look like something from the 30s and 40s. That is cool. That one's got a hood ornament and everything. Really cool. Okay, here's the Midway, folks. And boy, it has really got here. And this is the quickest. I was just here the day before yesterday, went by, and none of this was here. And this is the quickest setup on these carnival things I have ever seen. Really, what they call it, a really big show. Okay. This isn't all set up as much as I thought yet, but it's all here. We're actually walking right out on the Midway here, carnival grounds. This is looking back towards the northeast. This is the main drag. If you look, there goes State Fair security. If you look down this way, this is the main drag. Walk up this way just a little bit. My commentary is probably not real good on this. Hasn't been as good lately. I guess it's a senior moment. We're in the carnival grounds here. And this is really pushing it because there's the old Scrambler. That used to be my favorite ride. And boy, that's an old one too. That one's probably as vintage as me. This is not even assembled yet. They're still working on all this. And I don't know who the carnival provider is this year. I don't know. In my time, it was Murphy Brothers. I don't even know if they're still here or not. This is all the rides and stuff unassembled. And it'll shape up, though, I'd say by tonight. This sounds funny, but I know the fair. I'd say by tonight, this stuff will be more than halfway set up. They don't start on this till about 9. That's why I'm in here. Now, there's the base to some kind of ride right there. It's that might be a new type of Scrambler. Who knows what that is? Who knows? Anyway, there's some rides set up over here. I'm kind of intruding on their privacy, so I don't want to push too hard. You know, this smells like a carnival. It really does. And I'm going to go down here and walk the main drag with the stands where it's all open. I'm going to push my luck on it. Look at that. That's amazing, isn't it? This is cool. This is, you know, the wheel on this one is not quite assembled yet. If you look up here on top, you can see all the plugs for the lights hanging, by the way. You see that gap right there? There's a section that's not hooked together yet. And that's probably where they stopped yesterday. This Ferris wheel, this is the same location it's always been. This is what really makes it a carnival. If you don't have a Ferris wheel, you don't have a carnival, as far as I'm concerned. That's just part of it, reality. Here's another stand, and this stand here, I think it goes with the carnival. It's not some locally put in stand. It could be, but I think this goes with the carnival. And I notice all the stands this year have these flags on top. They're not supposed to be in here by any means. How did he get in here? Of course, I'm not either, so it's an even thing. He must be part of the concessions. Oh, that's part of the fairgrounds. They're opening those. I guess he's got the authority. Okay, I'm going to go down here and go at the main drag. I thought I'd show you something else in here too. See all these campers over there? I call that camper row. And that's all the people that support and run the carnival. And that's where they live, right here on the edge. These are all campers. If you notice, they're used campers. They're late models, but they're not for display. This big trailer here is somebody's, might be the main carnival office or something. I'd like to know whose carnival it is this year. That's cool. Here's something I thought was neat too. This is a big generator, and this belongs to the carnival, I'm sure. And they're kind of independent, and they've got to really have that probably with places they go. And a lot of this, I don't know about the rides, but a lot of this, I remember when the powers went off out here when I was a kid, some of it stays on because they have generators like that. And that's loud now, but it won't be when the fair starts. You won't hardly hear that. There's travel trailers on this side over by the Mathewson building, which is also carnival personnel. Some of them sleep underneath the trailers. I hear them talking. I kind of remember this stuff. I don't remember this so much though when I was a kid. Now this over here I do, and it's a more modern one, but really I guess this stuff never changes. I remember when I was a kid, I always looked at the motors and stuff on all this. What made it work. It was kind of interesting. Okay, here's some more. Looks like a little roller coaster. Looks like a little roller coaster there of some sort. And there's the merry-go-round. This year they've put it down here right at the beginning of the midway. And these people are beginning to filter in here now. But this carnival stuff, the people that put it together don't start till around 9 or 9:30. I think they're on their own schedule. They just have a deadline when it has to be done for the fair. That sort of thing. Gonna kind of turn and look back towards the midway here. There's the merry-go-round. That looks pretty much the same. Don't look bad. Looks like a nice one. To make some little kids some fun. I don't know how much the rides are anymore. They may have like season passes for them. Here's another one of the lemonade stands. And they've all got the flags this year up on top. It's cool. And some of these are underneath trees, so it don't have the same effect. But that really looks decent. I got a picture of this here. If I can get away with it, we'll go up the midway here, the main drag. Okay, there's. See if I can back that out a little bit. A lot different going up here when the fair is ready. You see here too, all these are normally empty. And this is from some of my past videos. This one in particular, this will give you an idea of what it's like when it's set up. This will be, I imagine, day after tomorrow, these will open for the people that are working out here, because they're getting close. Here's the Roadhouse. It's a bar and grill. These will be packed during the fair. That's neat how they extended that in between the buildings for a little bit more, kind of like an outside area. Cool. And I'm going to have to move on here quick because they're going to start working on this stuff. I got the car parked down there in the way. And this is the main drag. McKinney's fried chicken. Cool. They're just now getting here. They'll probably take a dim view of me in here with the video camera. That's really cool. I think this, well, that's not a lemonade stand. Look at this is what's neat. I've seen more of this year than I've ever seen. They've all got flags on them. I don't want to forget the Shriners Club. We always ate here when I did the dairy at the fair, and boy, they're really crowded out now. But they're still a good stand, got good food, and of course, you know, with them, it's good people. I definitely don't want to forget them. The last time I came out here, I couldn't really photograph them because they had pickup trucks and stuff sitting all around it, so we'll get them this time. Good stand there. And here's some more stands. This is the top of the midway, turning towards the grandstand. And I'm getting some eyes, so I'm going to have to watch what I'm doing here. And, they're all coming to work now. Here comes all the workers, so I'm going to have to wind this up. It's getting alive. Now we're on one of my little walks. This is one of my favorite areas. It's over here on the east side of the commercial building. And this is a good little stand to get something kind of out of the way when it's going. But it never ceases to amaze me how quick they can go up with this. I mean, I swear it's like 3 days ago, none of this was here yet. None of it. Holding area for the kids during the days at the fair, and they have live entertainment there and different things. You can see the speakers covered up there hanging on the wall. It's a place to sit down with lunch, stuff like that, and kind of catch up. They got playground equipment over here, really cool, that just popped up this year. Giant chair. It's let's see what it says here. Eagle Scout Project. Troop 54s. That's cool. Wonder who conceived that, whether they had plans for it or whether they just built that out of scratch. A lot different. The same area when the fair's going. Here we go. Oh, it's you. Let me get you on this.
Yeah, get me on.
I thought you were like a fair official.